Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am. The last subtopic of post-colonial criticism is the analysis of post-colonial literature under the representations of the other. So, post-colonial literature, or PCL, is literature written by authors from formerly colonized countries or by those living in diaspora. So, in simple terms, PCL means books or writings created by people from their countries that were once ruled by other nations or which we call colonizers. So these critics use this concept to analyze this work. So first we have their claiming of the narrative. So PCL often works to write back to the colonizer. So post-colonial writers, what we call this? They try to fix, or they try to respond to the wrong stories that written by the colonizer. So it challenges the colonial versions of history and literature by giving voice to subaltern and marginalized groups. So post-colonial writers is trying to change the history that were once that is told by the colonizer. So those writers led the subaltern and marginalized groups like voiceless, powerless, or bold people to share their own stories. So next, we have the challenging stereotypes created by Orientalism, for example, showing complex, modern characters instead of savage or exotic ones. So before, the colonizers described the Eastern or native people as mga savage, mga wild, mga uncivilized individuals daw ang mga native people. But now, in post-colonial writers, they describe those people as wise, brave, civilized ones, or even smart. So next, we have the reclaiming indigenous languages or adopting colonial languages like English to express local experiences. So some of the writers write in their native language, while the others write in colonial languages like English, and they can also change them or trying to mix in their local words or sayings or even ideas to express their own identity. So for instance, Filipino writers uses English language but adding some Filipino words or sayings like pasalubong, po, or opo, mga bayanihan to express their own identity or nationality. So let's move on to the problem of the other. So the other is the term for a person or group defined by dominant culture, which is the colonizer, as being fundamentally different, alien, and inferior. So the representation of the other means that the colonizer sees the other as inferior, or look down nila ang tanaw nila sa mga other, or the other is mo ni ang mga people ng mga voiceless, mo ni ang mga colonized individuals. So the colonizers think that they are the superior ones, na sila ang mga wise, sila ang mga witty, ang puro padira. Then ang tanaw nila sa mga other, which is ang mga colonized individual, is mga less important, mga kuan ra po, tapos murag low, murag gina-downgrade ra nila ang mga gina-colonize na nation. So PCL examines how the colonizer create the other through racist language. So in racist language, they use mga insulting words or bad words like mga savage, mga civilized, mga well-disciplined, mga inana. So in biased education, the colonizers used to tell the mga learners na gina-approach nila na mas best pa ang Western mga culture, ang Western mga mga religion, than sa local na culture. So for example, ila ginakuha ng mga students na ang dito ng mga culture sa ilang puti sila kung dili kay dili ko nito mga skin color dapat much better inato sa ijo kanang sundugon nito sila mas gana ang ilang culture dapat inanasab. So, and lastly is the dismissive attitudes. So, dismissive attitudes refers to the colonizers na ilang na disrespect ang culture ng local na mga culture na ilang ang dili nila ginatawag ani dili nila gina respect kung unsa ang culture sa kanina nation or mga culture. So next is how to colonize, internalize culture. So when we say internalize, it means that the colonized individuals are trying to kanang kanang mutuo na sila ba kung sa ginaingon sa mga colonizers about sa ila. Murag gina-brainwash gani sila ng mga colonizer. So the psychological damage for the colonized person begins to see their own culture as inferior. So over time, the colonized individuals they think that their culture is bad. Na dili siya kanang weak, dili siya kanang ingon na strong kay tungod kay gina-compare na always gina-approach sa ilang mas ganang dito ng culture, mas kuani sila dito. So ang ato culture mo dili siya ingon na strong tungod sa mga gibang storya or brainwash sa inyo sa mga colonizer. So this reflects the psychological and emotional damage of the colonized individuals. So lastly, we have how the colonized resist the definition of the others by asserting their own identity, pride, history, and often exploring themes of national identity resistance and struggling for self-definition. So the other colonized individuals, they didn't think as same. The other fought back to away sila not just by using weapons, but by using their own culture. They use art or even writing. So, for instance, the writer is Jose Rizal, si Dr. Jose Rizal. He shows or tells people that Filipino people are wise, Filipino people are brave and have this humanity. So I think that would be all. Any questions or